Hey everyone, this is Cars and Tom's Productions here, and today, I am here to give you the update video before I can start off the the Blue Green Vacation Dual races for the NASCAR McDonald's Cup Series. He's before the Daytona 500, so here is how the lineup is gonna be. So Austin Cindric Austin Cindric, the rookie, will be on the pole position, followed by Montrix Jr. Then we got Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell. Of course, I still do not have the actual NASCAR diecasts yet, but I'm just trying to do. But yeah, I just don't know what to do about it. But yeah. Anyways, next up we got Kurt Busch, who starts alongside his teammate Bubba Wallace, who won the class. Then we got Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott, and then rounding out the top 10 is Brad Keselowski, and the winner of the Busch Clash, Ty Dillon. And here's the lineup. Now, of course, if you're wondering, sorry about that. Someone was inside. But so therefore, as I was saying, here are the drivers that are gonna be put in, but as Disney Cars characters. So as you will see that Bobby Swift is played by Truex, then Tommy Hybanks as Blaney, Chip Gearings as Hamlin, Bo Wheelhouse as Keselowski, Kyle Weathers as Ty Dillon, and as for the rest of them, this one could be, actually, yeah, this one is Ricky Stenhouse, I believe you already know. Then LaJoy, Larson, then Eric Breaker will be Larson, then Red Maker will be Michael McDowell, there's Suarez, Harvick, and of course, then of course, there are some Disney Cars characters joining the series since I have NASCAR diecast versions of them. So we got Chase Racelot, then we got, and then we got John. Actually, this dude could be known as Jane. Actually, no. How this dude will be called? This dude will be the Parker Brakeson will be Daniel Hemrick. Will be Daniel Hemrick, Noah Gragson, and AJ Allmendinger. Then Tyler Reddick, and Aaron Clarker would be Alex Bowman, Cam Spinner, the 31, and then there's Carson A. Dillon, but he'll be played as Austin Dillon. He might, when I get an Austin Dillon diecast, then I'll put Carson A. Dillon in my NASCAR series. Then we got Kyle Busch and Lightning McQueen, then Landon Castle and William Byron, David Rayan and Ross Chastain, Jackson Storm and Ryan Sireni. Actually, this one could be Michael McDowell since it has the number 34, while Red Maker will play as Todd Gillen. Then we got Danny Suarez, then Logano, Chris Buescher, Byron. This one could be what can I call this guy? So this one could be, this one could be, this one could be Casgrala. Actually, no, Casgrala is in the middle of the field, so this one could be, this one could be, this car will be driven by McMurray and Jeff Gordon, and so yeah, I decided to make the two retired drivers return to racing and make that car on a part-time basis. And if you're wondering what that car is piloting in for, it'll be Hendrick Motorsports' fifth car. It'll be Hendrick Motorsports' fourth car, I believe. Fifth car, yeah. But on a part-time basis, though. Because if you guys can remember back in NASCAR 06 Total Team Control, Hendrick Motorsport, out of all the teams, Hendrick Motorsports has five cars, which features Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Kyle Busch, Brian Vickers, and Terry Labonte, who drive that car on a part-time basis. So yeah, that car, as you saw there, right next to William Byron, will be on a part-time basis. And as we continue around the rest of the row, we got Cody Ware, then Mike Wallace. Then we got Garrett Smithley and Gogo Logano. And here are the cars that are gonna have to race their way into the Daytona 500, unless if I can randomly pick them. So the drivers that will be in the Daytona 500, that will be trying to racing in the Daytona 500 are Clark Birney playing as Great Biffle, Darren Redford playing as David Gilliland, the Flip Dover as Quinn Houff, then Murray Crutchburn as Cass Growler, and then we got two more, and then we got Bobby Labonte and Daryl Jr. So yeah, these six cars will try to race their way into the Daytona 500, but I am going to choose two cars who will race their way into the Daytona 500 on qualifying speed. So yeah, or I'll just randomly pick them. Well, so let's do that. Alright, so here are the cars that will be trying to race their way into the Daytona 500. So as I mentioned, Darren Redford would be as David Gilliland, then Buck Birney as Great Biffle, Clutchburn as Growler, Dover as Houff, Axler as Dale Jr., and Marcus as Bobby Labonte. So yeah, my first out of the two racers that I'm gonna pick in the Daytona 500 based on qualifying speed will be Great Biffle. So Great Biffle will race his way into the Daytona 500, so he won't have to worry about the duels. And for my second and last driver to make their way into the Daytona 500 on qualifying speed, and that will be Dale Earnhardt Jr. So Biffle and Dale Jr. will race their way into the Daytona 500 on qualifying speed. heat, so the both of them won't have to worry about racing their way into the dual races. But for the cars that are gonna have to race their way into the Daytona 500 in the dual races are David Gillen, Guara, Howe, and Labonte. So yeah, so yeah. Well, that is my lineup for the NASCAR McDonald's Cup Series first Daytona 500. So yeah, Beauty and and so Biffle and Arnold Jr. won't have to race their way into the Daytona 500 in the dual races, but as for David Gillen, Gralla, Half, and Bobby Labonte, they do. So yeah, so who you think? So who you think any of these four is gonna race in the Daytona 500? Again, now of course, the way on how am I gonna do this is, well, by finishing ahead. Like, if based on my experience in the dual races at Daytona in real life, the car will mostly race their way in by finishing ahead of the other open cars. Or it's like how Growler does with JJ Yeley, and like how Great Biffle does with Timmy Hill. So so yeah. So yeah. So but however but, but however Biffle and Junior in my series will still have to race in the dual races, so that way they can keep their spots in the Daytona 500. But as for these four, they're gonna need to have a real good luck with that one. So guys, and also, oh, if you guys are wondering, is it more than 40 cars? Yes. Yes, the cars I have are 46, which is insane, but only 44 can enter. So we already know that Biffle and Junior will race in the 500, but these four still need to race their way into the duels, which are Gillen, Gralla, Half, and Labonte. So yeah, well folks, that's it for this video. Oh, and I'll see you all later with the dual races. Goodbye. Yeah.